What? Having a good time! Oh my god, what?
Is it even still going? Oh yeah. Still got that 1%.
Oh girl, she still tastes fine at 0%. I know.
It's not even at 0.
I know, but when she does, I know she's still gonna taste fine for at least another day.
Oh yeah, but like, don't you want the feeling?
You're right.
I like the feeling.
I love the...
When I hit it and I don't get the feeling, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what am I... No, Jen, I'm like, what am I hitting?
It's like drinking to not get drunk. It's like people who drink cash. I'm like, what's the point?
No, yeah.
It's expensive.
As long as if I'm getting a buzz.
Yeah, a buzz is fine. I'm not gonna go and just get like
Well,
good...
we need to do this on here. Oh, we're already filming!
Yeah.
Girl, you keep doing that! Surprising me! Like, we're already filming. What are you talking about?
I know. I was just getting into it.
Well, come on, let's ramble. Keep going. Okay, so like...
I never understand people who go out to dinner and they're just like, let me get one cocktail. It's expensive and you're not feeling it.
I do get one cocktail, but I'm a lightweight.
That's
true. If you're a lightweight, I get it.
Yeah, because you feel a little warm, a little good. But like, I feel like I'm not that much of a lightweight, and so one cocktail, I'm like, this is...
Athena! Is it the Great Cat, maybe? The Great Cat came over here, and now she's like...
And she's like, oh, wait, come fuck me, come fuck
No, literally. She's like calling him. Okay, but anyways, I was gonna say, usually, if I do want to drink, I do get one drink, because, you know, I'm not like, you know?
Right.
What the fuck? I don't know what... That sound effect was supposed to be like, I'm not like sloshed, you know? Like, I'm not drunk. I don't know why I made like a vomiting sound.
I get like one drink.
The way you didn't even react to it, girl. I was shook that I even did that. But what I meant by that was, like, I'm not like drunk, you know?
I get like one drink. I'm not like, but...
But yeah. So like, usually I do end up getting two. Because like you said, even with one, I'm not feeling that much. Like, I am a lightweight, but I'm not like feeling like that much from it. Right. So I get a second one usually, and then that's myself, because the second one I'm feeling it. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not sloshed. I'm not. But I definitely do feel the effects of the alcohol. Right. Like, I know it's in my system 100%.
I feel like the times that I drink like casually, where like I'm not planning on getting drunk, are like when we're in New York, because I'm splurging. I'm having a good time. It's vacation. I'm gonna get a drink.
You're gonna have a good time.
I'm gonna get a drink at dinner. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get a drink at dinner, or like. Or like when me and my friends go out for their birthdays, if like one of us gets a drink, I'm like, okay, I'll get a drink too. So like, you know, just
I'm not gonna let them drink alone.
I'm not gonna let them drink alone. And two of my friends, they don't drink at all, and so usually it'll be like, my friend will be like, Anna, usually is the one that drinks with me. She'll be like, I'm gonna get a cocktail. I'll be like, well, if you're gonna get one,
me too.
I guess I gotta get one too. I would hate for you to drink alone. I would hate that. And so those are the only times I really drink like without planning on getting drunk. But besides that, I'm like, why would I want to waste my money?
Yeah.
And because like alcohol's not cheap.
Also for me, it's like usually I'm driving, you know, so it's also gotta be like, I know I'm not driving, or I know I'm gonna be in that area walking around. Like I remember I did that when I went to downtown a few times, when I went to like just eat there by myself, or like to journal. I would get myself a little drink, and then I was like, you know, walking around.
Speaking of which, I went out to lunch by myself for the first time ever. I took myself out to lunch. I went to a sit-down restaurant. I felt so awkward. I felt really, I don't know, because like
I get that. That's how I felt too when I first started doing it.
I was really like, I don't want to be on my phone, because that's so like.
Right, I feel like it defeats the purpose. Also, I feel like, I was still on my phone, and even now I will still be on my phone. But it's like a crutch. But I don't want to like rely on it too much. So I feel like I won't get over that feeling of feeling awkward, you know? Yeah.
I was trying to just like, I didn't know what to do, so I was kind of just like looking around while eating, being like,
I do that too, yeah.
And people watching. I wasn't, you know, I went to like a little coffee shop first, and I got myself I sat in there alone to see if I wanted to go to lunch, and I was like, okay, this was enough experience. And I was walking, and I saw this guy eating in the restaurant alone, and I was like, if he can do it, I can go in there and eat alone too. So I went in there. I had a really good time. I was gonna get a little cocktail, but I decided against it. But I got dessert. I got what's that one? Creme brulee. It was so. I've never had creme brulee before, and it was so good, bitch. It was so.
The creme brulee is really good. I've only had it a select few times. It's really good.
I thought it was gonna be, the texture of it was different than I was expecting, if you will. I didn't think I thought it was gonna be like. It was creamy. It was so creamy. But like, I thought it was going to be but it held its shape at the same time. And I didn't think it was going to hold its shape. I thought it was going to be like pudding almost. And it wasn't. But it was still so
sounds
good. It was so good. And Well, it was a little pricey. It was like $40 for my meal
Really?
alone.
No, yeah, that definitely is like a lot for like one person. And you didn't get a cocktail, huh?
No, I didn't even get a cocktail, and I got water.
Wow. No, yeah, definitely a
I
little
know.
pricey.
So
But like, it was your day
Yeah,
splurging,
it was
though.
I had
You
a
gotta
good
treat
time.
yourself.
Yeah, I have to treat myself. So I had a real. She was.
Yeah, she did. Girl, I saw her eyeing.
I don't.
What's your
fly.
end review of doing that little date with yourself?
It
do you think you'd do it
was-
again? Did you enjoy it?
I think I would do it again. I had a good time. I never explored the little area that I live in very much.
It's so cutesy.
I know, and it's so cutie. But and this is the first time I was like, I'm gonna walk around and have a good time in the little downtown area, and I would do it again.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would do it again. I rate the whole experience like an 8 out of 10.
That's great.
Because it was a little awkward, and I was like, I feel a little uncomfortable at some parts. But besides that, I had a great time, and I'll do it again.
Mm-hmm. At the end, did you feel less awkward? 'Cause
I
feel like when
did.
I did it, at the end, I never felt less awkward about it.
The only I got really comfortable and I was fine, and then I paid and I felt really weird just getting up and leaving. I don't know why.
Really?
I don't know why. Like walking out of it alone felt really. I don't know. Everyone. Oh no.
It was like at that moment, it was like really hitting you. Like I'm by myself.
Yeah, like I'm by myself and I'm about to leave this restaurant. Please.
Nathaniel, I'm touching your neck.
She's just like me.
Don't make me feel weird. I'm joking. Girl.
I
So you're gonna get her fixed soon, though, right?
Yeah, my aunt is gonna give me a voucher
That's
to.
okay, girl. We've all been there.
No, girl, I get it. Trust. My aunt's gonna give me a voucher to get her fixed for free. So hopefully I can
Love that.
bring.
Because like it's like, well, I don't know how much it costs. And I was about to say it's pricey, but I mean it's all the surgery, so
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean,
Chicken.
it's definitely like no, literally this
She's
was
like a chicken.
okay, not too
And
much.
Zuki's a turkey. He's the turkey for sure.
Oh, which update on Zucchini? He's still doing lovely. He's doing great.
Love that.
He's not limping anymore. His eyes are 95% of the time in the same. They look the same.
That's good, but I also like wonder like what was happening? What happened?
I
feel like he definitely had gone and hit or something.
Yeah, my aunt thinks that he
Some sort
got
of trauma.
like a little bit of head trauma, and it was
Yeah.
just like I don't know, just fucked
Fucking
up
up
for
in his eye.
fucked up for a few days, and then
Oh,
like he's
damn.
chilling. But
we're all getting fucked up this year.
I know. Okay. I thought,
But anyways, are the shows? So are you just ending of drag?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do it with Drag
RuPaul?
Race. I also really like I really like sitcoms. I feel
Yeah,
like
I love a good sitcom.
I love a good
Yes.
sitcom. Friends is one of my favorite
I love
ones.
Modern Family.
Modern Family is so
I never got into
good.
Friends. I've tried so many times. I mean, I've watched episodes like on their own, like definitely like not in order, but like on their own when they were on TV. And some of them were pretty good, but like not enough where I was like, oh, I want to watch more of this. And then when I tried to do season 1, when you were like, Marie, you gotta watch it. I just like never really found myself laughing.
It's very of its time, if you will.
And the fashion eats.
No,
Specifically Jennifer Aniston.
Yes, the fashion always eats.
And Phoebe's. I don't know the name of that actor, but I know you want to hit that so bad.
I was going to.
I know, I saw you, and then you're like, maybe not right
I was like,
now.
oh, wait a sec.
I know, I saw you. You bit your lip and everything. I know you want it. Yes, you went. Got a whole bag. The addiction is real.
I'm out one in a while. Wait.
But my favorite show right now, Criminal Minds. It's so fucking. I'm like kind of annoyed that it took me so long to like watch it.
Do you hear him?
You hear that? I think I thought she perked up. What's Zuki? What's going on? The other cat's there.
He wants to leave.
Sees him eating the cat,
I
eating
know.
the food. Big and greedy.
Oh my god, yeah. He was so nasty the other day. He was the most nasty. I've never seen him act like this before. Even when this other cat I named Snowball would come around, he was usually fine with her.
Do you think maybe like the cat, the one right now, maybe it's a boy?
See, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe that's why he's more like dominant, because he's like, what the fuck?
Okay.
It's my turf.
This is
He's
literally
gotta be alpha male.
This is literally my house. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to lift up his tail and look at his butthole yet to see.
Yeah.
Because I always feel so graphic and like when
I mean, I would feel weird too, but I also don't know what I'm looking for. At least you know what you're looking for. If I were doing, I don't know.
See,
if I don't see the balls, I don't see nothing. I don't know.
This is the thing. I don't really know.
And
what
I
I'm
never
looking-
see them.
I don't really know what I'm looking for. I just take pictures and send it to my aunt. But I feel like that's
Way.
even worse to be like, okay, photo shoot time.
Oh,
Boop,
no.
of your booty hole. Like that's so graphic and I remember when I did it to Zucchini. I felt like I was violating his privacy.
Oh yeah, could you imagine just? No, yeah, I never get why you feel weird. I mean, I would feel weird
But,
too,
like,
but it's like you also want to know.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna invite this cat into my home, I want to make sure that
Especially with the way that
I want to make sure that my slut of a daughter isn't gonna be getting pregnant because I don't know.
She's a social sex, so you can bring him in.
The thought of her getting pregnant, I don't know why. I'm like, it can't happen. Mm-hmm. I just like can't. That's literally my child.
She's like 2 years old.
I know she's literally like 2.5 years old. She cannot get pregnant yet.
Yeah.
She might be 3 now.
Yeah, but like, isn't it like cat year? She's like actually like 20 something. She's like older than us.
I know. And then it's really older. But I don't know, the thought of her getting pregnant, like the way that I would probably cry. I think I would literally cry and be like,
cry? Whoa, this really hits you deep, huh?
I don't want her getting
I thought maybe just like, I just like don't want her getting pregnant because like I don't want to let you take care of like the babies. Like I don't know what to do. Like that I get. Like
I also wouldn't know how to take care of them.
I feel like I don't want to keep them is a thing.
That's the problem. Is that I know I want to keep them.
Like I would want to keep them, but then it's like now I got like 6 cats.
I know. And I don't want to deal with that. But also my baby girl getting pregnant. This is why I can't have actual children because like when they grow up, I'm gonna be like.
You're like, what? You're doing those things? How dare you?
You're what? You're
growing up?
You're pregnant? No. I was so fortunate and lucky that Zucchini already had his balls snipped when we met him. Thank God.
So, like, that means someone probably, like, owed him at some point. Or, like, if he was always a street cat, at least, like, took care of that.
That's what I wonder. I'm like...
But then, it's such a sad backstory. What if someone did have him and then, like, dished
who had him before me and then just dished him off on the street?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Poor Suki, he's been through it. Oh, my God.
His backstory is so sad. Athena lives a prim and proper life compared to him. And she still wants to leave! Every day. She's
but, like, each time she's been scared, though, right? You said each time you found her being terrified.
Every time I found this bitch crying. I swear... The first time she left was one of the worst nights of my life.
I can imagine. I'd be sobbing.
I was sobbing. I was a little bit uncontrollable. I was driving around trying to call for her. Mm-hmm. Couldn't find her. Probably not the best idea to be driving in that state, but I
get it. Like, I'd be, like, on foot, I think, though.
I was trying
Where is she? Looking in everyone's backyard. Is my cat in here?
Hello? And then the next morning at, like, 7 in the morning, I couldn't sleep because... My daughter.
Whoa. No. Okay.
Whoa, my daughter was out on the streets getting pounded, being a little whore, and then I found her the next morning in a bush.
She was regretting it. She's like, why did I leave?
It was so cold outside. She was shivering.
Oh, no.
And I was like...
And she still wants to run outside?
It was the best moment of my life when I found her again.
Oh, I bet.
And then the next time she got lost, it was literally below 32 degrees outside. And I was God. I was convinced in my head, even though she's a cat. She has so much fur on her. But I was like, she's going to be dead.
No, but like, I'm like, what? I don't know how it would feel, like, for them. Like, yeah, they have fur. I'm still like,
that's
they're
what I'm
probably
thinking.
cold.
She was probably so cold. And I found her underneath my mom's house again. And I was like,
oh my God.
And that time she was only out there for like an hour and a half, and I was like,
Athena, you don't even last out there.
I was like,
that hour was enough.
She didn't try and leave for a good while after that. And then we moved in here, and she's like, what's going on outside?
I guess she's like, she's just a curious cat.
She's just so curious.
Yeah,
but do you know what curiosity did, Athena?
It kills the cat.
Curiosity did to the cat.
She's like, I survived those other times. Was I terrified shitless? Yes, but he finds me each time.
He finds me every time.
That's what she thinks. Each time it gets resolved. But yeah, right now I'm like on Criminal Minds. It's so good. Literally, I'm on season 3 already, and I've only been watching it for like about a month at this point. It is so good. I can't believe it took me this long to like watch it. Cause I remember like again, like I would see it on TV, and like I would see a little bit of it, but it never like got me enough. I was like, oh, I want to watch it. Granted, I was younger, you know, like I was like in middle school, high school, blah blah, you know, but it never like captivated me enough. Like I was always like a Law and Order SVU girl specifically.
I know. I remember when we walked past the building in New York.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, that's what the building you're talking about. I was like, don't picture me.
I saw the stare for a second. You said.
But yeah, I remember now. I was like, take a picture. Take a picture of me in the building. But yeah, but it's so good. I love it. Oh my God, Reed. I love Reed. I mean, I've always loved that actor. I might fuck up his name because I was literally talking earlier today at work. This guy came in and he looked just like him, specifically the side profile. Once I saw him head on, not really.
Mm.
But he looks so much like it, and I was like, I don't know his name, but it's like Matthew something. He's from Criminal Minds. I think it's Matthew Gilbert or something like that.
He's cute.
I love it. Oh, yes. I love him. Let me pull up a picture. But Reed and Hodge are my favorite. I love them. Oh my gosh, same thing with Hodge. He's fine. That actor, when he's like has that like look, when he's like looking down like this, I'm like, oh my god, Hodge.
You don't look at me like
No,
that.
look at me like that, please. I guess I'll show you Hodge. That's Hodge. Oh, he's doing the look in that one. Oh, he's doing it right there. No, this one too. Look at that. When he's like getting stern and shit. I love it.
Literally yell at me.
No.
Literally yell at me.
Like, I can't even be mad. Okay.
I'd admit to all my crimes. I would. I would.
Okay, now let me show you Reed.
Yeah, I know. I gotta see what he looks like.
Okay.
Now I'm excited.
I know you've seen him before. He's hot.
Oh, yeah, I've seen him before.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wait. Let me show you another one.
I've seen him in...
I love him with long hair like that. Fastidious. What?
No, I've seen him before. He's not really my type.
Ooh, I haven't gotten to this season.
Okay, that one he looks
No, this one's like
crazy.
different.
That haircut looks crazy.
It
on
does like
him.
it looks like a big poof, but he works it.
He works it.
Matthew.
You
works
can
it.
work any type of hair.
Matthew Gray Gobler. That's his name.
Yeah, he's cute. I've seen him before. He's not my...
He lives in New York, you know? When
Oh.
I see him next time.
I
love you in Criminal Minds.
Will we fall in love? Will we fall in love?
No,
Wait.
he's like, where have you been my whole life?
I know, he's gonna be thinking about...
We just like lock eyes. He's like, I'm in love with you right now. No, that'd be terrifying though. Could you imagine?
Do you believe in love at first sight?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. It seems like
Yeah.
a cute little Cinderella story.
Like, there've been some times where like, I lock eyes with someone and I'm like, oh my god, he's so cute, you know? Like, maybe we do end up talking, but nothing's ever came from that.
How can you? I don't know. Like, that's such a Cinderella boo boo nasty story. Being like, I looked.
I don't think it is nasty though. Like, that'd be really.
I know,
would
it would
love
be
that
so
story.
it'd be
like
so
if it did end up happening to me,
romantic.
because like some people that does end up happening. Like they like lock eyes and then they start talking and then boom, happily ever after they're like married.
Oh, why can't?
And they don't get divorced.
Why can't that happen to me?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if that were to happen to me, like I would love it. I'm just like out and about. Me and this guy lock eyes. He comes up to me. We start talking. Then we get married.
I see.
I would love that story. Like, I was like at the grocery store. I don't know where else. Like,
I was at the grocery store and he was working.
I was at a cafe.
We were at a grocery store and he was working in the milk fridge. And I went to grab some milk and we made eye contact and he ran out.
We both reached for the milk.
That one is a story that I would love. And we grab hands. I'm like, oh, sorry. But no one around here. The people at the grocery store around here, so ugly.
Nah, yeah. I just like grocery store. But another show I really love is You. Have you ever watched You?
My family was really into it for a while, but I never got into
But
it.
you need to watch it. I will say, season 3 is a little wacky. Season 4, honestly, it wasn't that bad, honestly. No, it was actually pretty good. I actually really enjoyed it. There were a few moments I was like, but it was actually pretty good. I don't know, something on season 3. I wasn't the biggest fan of season 3.
I remember watching a few episodes with I think it was with my mom. They were a really big fan of it for a while. They really like shows like that, and oh my god, they loved Orange is the New Black. I could never get into it.
I've never watched it.
I watched a few episodes. I could never get into it.
See, I've seen a few clips, but again, nothing that has ever like captivated me enough where I'm like, oh, let me check this out. But You, it's actually releasing a new season. What's that other show you love? I know you said sitcoms, you said Friends. I love George Lopez.
I
love that show. I love it. The girl, I think her name was like Marissa or something like that. But like her main thing was like, I know, huh? Like saying that all the time. And I remember like, I think I was like 8, and I was like, I like that.
Yeah,
we were actually talking about this recently, where I told you, like, sometimes like when I'm around someone a lot, I do end up taking their phrases,
Mm-hmm.
or like saying something like they say, But sometimes it is intentional. Like sometimes I'm like, wait, I like how that sounds. I'm gonna take that phrase.
Oh, I like that.
And that was me when I was like 8 when I heard her say that. I know, huh? That's gonna be my thing too. And I was saying all the time. Like I still remember my uncle one time he was like, "Stop saying that. You're just saying it because of that girl for that show."
And you're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, literally, dude. One time when I was in a high school. I was in junior, and I was watching. I've always watched Kardashians basically since like middle school. But like there was like this voice they would specifically do around that time. So it was probably like 2019, 2018.
Oh, I know.
That like, fuck, I can't even.
No,
I don't know if I can do it. But it was like
exactly
a very
what you're
like low,
talking
kind of
about.
sultry voice, and like kind of a slow talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I would talk like that, not all the time, but like I definitely would do it. And I remember this one boy was like, why are you talking like that? And I was like, talking like what?
Yeah, I literally.
No, I was like, talking like what? No, like, damn well what I'm doing. But I was like, talking like what?
What are you talking about, flop? I'm not talking like anything.
No, literally, like, what do you mean?
There's a show called Superstore that I really
I love Superstore. I haven't finished it. But I love it.
Love that show. I've watched the whole thing through probably like 3 times.
Wow.
It's so good. It is. I love it because it really it's funny. And bitch, there's some episodes where I am like sobbing.
No, yes.
There's one. Whoa, you said you haven't finished it yet?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even like gone back to it. Cause like I've been okay.
Yeah.
When I first was watching it, I was like watching it like on repeat. Like how I am right now with Criminal Minds. Like that's like my show. Like that's what I'm going to. But then I stopped watching it for a little bit, and then somewhat recently I did end up watching like a few more episodes, but I haven't finished it. I'm thinking on the last season
of the show. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So then you already know what I'm about to talk about. There is an episode where one of the characters gets taken by ICE, and
I know, bitch. I was sobbing.
That whole episode when they're running around the store trying to get him out of the store.
Mm-hmm. Mateo.
Yeah,
I love
sobbing
Mateo.
the whole time, and then when they get surrounded, I'm like,
no, literally, I'm with them. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, I love Mateo. I was like, no, don't take him away.
I was like, he's gonna get out. I was like, he's gonna be fine.
No,
and then they got him, and I was like,
when they were like trapped, and then they were like, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do now. Like,
I know.
was the other girl's name? I don't know her name. The one that's like kind of a bitch, the supervisor.
Dina?
Yes, I love Dina, but she's kind of a bitch.
No, yeah.
And she's like, I'm sorry, guys, like, there's nothing I can do anymore. And I was like, no.
Literally
Mateo.
chills right now.
Yes,
like,
oh my
God. I don't know. I don't know. It was just a lot. I was like,
it was a lot.
But I think they did it so good.
Mm-hmm.
And they really got, like, you feeling the emotion of, like, what someone like that is going to be going through.
I love when shows and, like, movies do that to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, make me, like, actually be, like, on the edge of my seat and, like, feel every single emotion, basically.
That's what I love to feel. I love to feel things.
I know. I just love feeling feelings. Because usually I don't feel anything.
No, ever.
But it's so over here.
That's why I love Drag Race so much, too, is that they're... Like, yeah, most of it's, like, tee-hee funny, like, gay. But there'll be something where they'll be like, my mom abused me. And I'll be like...
heart-to-heart moments.
Yeah, they'll have those heart-to-heart moments, and I'll be like...
I feel like they always do that in, like, reality TV shows. Because I feel like that's, like, a reality TV
Yeah,
show.
that's such a reality TV trope when they're...
Like, you gotta have that moment where someone's crying. Or someone's fighting, you gotta have those
And Drag
moments.
Race has that, like, every episode. And it's so good every time when they're getting ready and they're like, I used to have an eating disorder. And all the queens are like, no. Like, I know if I were to go on that show, Mama would have storyline. Because I would just...
You'd be the one chopping up and here and there.
I would just bring it up in the middle, like, silence. They'd be getting ready, I'd be like...
Put glitter on.
Yeah, I'd be like, I used to be bulimic. And they'd be like, oh, I'm like, yeah. And then just, not even going to...
Yeah.
Not even going to detail. They're like, what happened?
You're like, I used to be bulimic. I'll be right back. Going to the bathroom.
And this is like, no, get back in here. Tell your story.
Like, don't go to the bathroom.
I used to be bulimic. Let me go to the bathroom really fast.
Yeah, like, yeah. I'll be right back. Go to the bathroom.
Speaking of being bulimic, let me go to the bathroom real fast.
Oh my God, that's funny though.
But I think I would get storyline for sure, because that's really how they do it. Is it just all the time? It just comes out of nowhere, and sometimes it's like, sometimes the way they do it, it's like, oh my God, that really did just come out of like nowhere.
No, they're like, like they're probably just like thinking about it.
Then,
like it just came to their mind. They were like, let me just tell
and
them.
then
Let me just share.
Let me dump a little bit really fast. No big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of some other shows that I love, like obviously Bob's Burgers, but you know, I still haven't gone back and watched it since I broke up with. That's crazy. Since my last relationship, when we would watch it.
Wow, you can't even say it? Because I noticed you this time you didn't say he broke up with me. You said since my last relationship. You were gonna say break up.
I was gonna say since he broke up with me, but I was like, I don't want to, you know. We have already dived into it way too much. Since my last relationship, I still haven't gone back to it. Wow. And they've made like 2-3 seasons since then.
Oh, after that?
Yeah, since we've broken up, and I still haven't.
Is it just because like you don't want to, or do you think it's just like how you're gonna feel?
I feel like it's the song situation all over again, where I haven't listened to those songs.
Go back to it.
I know.
Did you guys have like a favorite episode? Oh, you gotta watch that one. You have to watch that one.
We have.
And then watch it. Are you gonna cry?
We had it. No.
I feel like you're tearing up right now.
No.
Your eyes look so shiny.
We had a bunch of episodes where we would make those would be our inside jokes where we'd say them to each other kind of all the time. And so I haven't really gone back and watched much of the show since then. I did watch the new the Christmas special because those are always again about a show that gets you crying when you think it wouldn't get you crying.
Yeah, I always thought it was like a funny show.
I know,
but I've heard it also has like a storyline like
Lane.
like Bob's Burgers. Same thing with Adventure Time.
Adventure Time. That's what I love about. Well, I love and hate the Cartoon Network shows because the first 2 seasons of all of them are always so flop because they're I mean, obviously they're kids shows.
Or it doesn't have much of a storyline. It's kind of like SpongeBob. There's not really much of a storyline. It's just a storyline for that one episode.
Mm-hmm. But luckily, with these Cartoon Network shows, when Cartoon Network finally realized that oh my god, people actually really like shows that are a continuous story, they start after the first 2 seasons, they start giving you more story. But it's so hard. Especially Steven Universe is one of those ones where it's so hard to watch the first season because it's nothing like the rest of the show. Wow. Because the rest of the show is so story driven, and the first season is hinga-dinga-durgan.
Yeah.
It was targeted towards 8-year-olds, which obviously it's a kid's show, but
once they realize they have a bigger audience than just kids,
10-year-olds, then they finally give storyline, and I'm so happy because I know. The maker of that, the person who created the show was yeah, they didn't want us to do story at all, ever, and finally they let us start doing it.
I wonder what was the pivotal moment.
I don't know. I wish
what episode was
I wish I knew. I know that she in the interview she was yeah, in the first season we sprinkled in stuff about the storyline, but we couldn't really say it because of them not wanting any storyline. But
also, the creators were kind of in the works of wanting to do it.
Yeah,
so they were oh wow.
Yeah, she said she always wanted storyline, but she didn't know. She didn't know when she was going to get to do it. And luckily, after season 1, they finally let her start doing the storyline. But that first season, when I go back and rewatch the show, I always skip it because it's so bad.
Really?
It's so bad.
It's that bad.
It's just
I haven't gotten Steven Universe.
It's so good. After that first season.
Yeah.
After that first season.
Girl, you told me that with Friends, I remember.
I get.
You're after the season, it gets so good.
I feel it's always such a, the first season of shows, it's either such a good season or the first season is such a flop, and you just have to get through it.
Criminal Minds, because it's so long, and I was what if it sucks? But literally, y'all, if y'all haven't watched Criminal Minds, you going to the side view in full view.
It's okay, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. They won't see.
But I know, but just you're just but y'all, that's why I was so into start Criminal Minds. But literally from the pilot episode, so good. I was
maybe I gotta get into Criminal Minds.
It's so good. But another show, it wasn't trash. It was a movie I watched recently.
Ow.
It's Orphan. I had always heard of it beforehand, but I never watched it. Y'all, it's so good.
The first one?
It's a movie.
Yeah,
there's 2?
There's 2 Orphan movies. They just made the sequel.
Really?
I think it was last year when they made the sequel to they made Orphan 2. But the first one was really good. I remember watching it when around the time it came out. That shit was good.
Yeah.
When they go into isn't there a scene where they go into the lake and she almost one of them almost drowns or something? Yes. That was so intense. I remember.
No, literally that was girl. It was intense. I was what the fuck? I'm telling you, it was it's not a horror movie. Orphan. It's a thriller. But it definitely had me feeling when I'm watching horror movies, I'm why the fuck are you doing that? What? No, literally, I was yelling at me why are you doing that? But again, that's why I loved it. It was really evoking all these emotions in me. I was no. I remember there was one point I was on the couch and I was no.
No.
I was actually body my body reacting to it. I was no.
I hate when horror movies.
I loved it. So good. No, literally so good, guys. If you haven't watched Orphan, you need to watch Orphan. It's so good.
Did you see the Hulu series of them redoing that girl's story?
I haven't seen it, but I have thought of watching it.
I saw the clips on TikTok. Apparently, that they're doing it from the parent's story and then her perspective, and people were really mad that they were doing the parent's story at first.
I smelled that fish prep over here.
Apparently, people were really upset that they were doing the parent's perspective at first.
Yeah, and is it her perspective 2 episodes? That's what I heard. It's
yeah, I think
2 episodes at the end.
Yeah, I think so. But the clips I see on TikTok our tea.
No,
Like,
it
it
looks
looks
pretty good.
really good. But also, I kind of feel bad for the actor that plays the little girl because people are dogging on her so
Really?
bad.
On what?
People keep saying that she looks like a Big Mouth character.
Oh my god.
And ever since I seen that comment, first of all, on her personal TikTok, that's what all of her comments are.
Really?
And it's all I can see now because it's just. I mean, I
have not heard that.
I loved the first season of Big Mouth was really good. The rest are like kind of.
I never watched it.
It's like okay. It's like I don't know. It's one of those shows that's like really raunchy to be raunchy.
Yeah.
And that tends
it definitely
to
gives that vibe.
That tends to not be my kind of like I don't know. It's not my type of show. But the first season was pretty good. I thought it was interesting. But yeah, she really does look like a character from Big Mouth. And I feel bad. But she does.
But like, you're like, damn, I feel bad, but I see it.
Yeah.
I gotta see this reference then.
I
gotta see if it's true enough for myself.
I'll show you when we take
No hate. No hate.
I'll show you when we take a break. Which, are you ready to?
Yeah, I'm down. You
Mama?
just want to talk to me no more.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm joking. Enjoy this commercial, guys. We'll be right back.
We have some things to talk about when we get back. I have a whole thing ready for you. I think you'll be excited for.
Ooh,
so we'll
I'm
be back.
excited.
We'll be back.
We're going to take a quick break.
And we're going to be right back.
Make sure you grab a drink.
Make sure you get a snack.
Hey guys, we're back. Hey guys, we're back. We took a nice little break. We're ready to get into it. Maria,
Yeah.
do you want to hear about a wonderful discovery that happened? Well, that came out this week.
Yeah, I would like to know.
There was a beautiful documentary called The Titanic, The Digital Reconstruction. Mm-hmm. And bitch, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch the full documentary. Okay. I did watch most of it.
Did you not finish it because you
yeah,
want to?
I mean, no, I was watching it today before you got here. And I was like, okay, I gotta go to the store. I had to go to the store. I had to go run some errands before you got here. So I just didn't have time to finish it. Mm-mm. But I watched, like, most of it. And then I watched TikToks recapping it. So I got...
You got the gist.
I got most of the info.
Gotcha.
And I thought you would want to hear about it and share. So... First of all, the visuals in this documentary were crazy. I've never seen anything like this before. They had two little robots. They named them Romeo and Juliet, which, like, such a flop, not naming them Rose and Jack. Mm-hmm. But they had these two little robots go down to the bottom of the ocean where the Titanic was, and they took over 700,000 pictures of the Titanic, and they took those pictures... And then,
was bumping
I know, did you hear that?
Did I hear it? I felt it.
That's literally what it sounds like when you pull up. That's how I know.
I wasn't having that loud. I swear, I haven't. The highs is like 40.
You pulled up today, and I wasn't even anywhere near the window, and I said, "Oh, Maria's here. I was like, oh, gotta go." But they took over 700,000 pictures of the Titanic, and they made it into a 3D model so that they could see because they've never been able to see the whole Titanic in one. Because it's in the bottom of the ocean, you know?
Yeah.
It's pitch black down there, so they only see it by flashing a flashlight on it. And so you can't see the whole thing.
And even then, it's like, you can't see much, yeah.
Exactly. So even then, you're only seeing, like...
the limited amount of what the light's hitting.
this much. And so, this is the first time we've seen the entire wreck by itself, seeing the whole thing. And they took the pictures, and they made the 3D model, and they put it up on this, like, sound stage. And they did it to scale. So these people were walking and looking at the Titanic to scale. To how big it is at the bottom of the ocean. I thought it was so cool to see. You have
Do you have pictures?
I don't.
I want to see that.
I don't. I know, flop. I was literally I was like, okay, before she gets here, I need to get pictures. I need to. But then I didn't. I was getting ready.
That's so cool, though.
It was so cool. And I need to figure out where I left off.
I wonder how it also felt like walking. Like around it, like it's not like the actual thing, but walking with it being your surrounding of what it actually looks like.
Oh, we learned so much about what happened.
I know that we learned so much what happened. Anyways, no, me with my notes.
Oh my god, the way like when like they showed the visual of like the people standing next to it and just seeing like how big it, like obviously you know it's big, it's like it's a ship, but seeing like it being wrecked and people standing next to it, I was like, it was honestly breathtaking. This feels so stupid, but like it was so breathtaking to see because I get
what you mean.
I've done research on the Titanic I still remember like being like 11 being like Titanic real videos because I just wanted to see it so bad. And
I love watching documentaries on it. That was like one of my other like little things.
There's something about a documentary. I don't know what
I enjoyed documentaries so much as a kid. I haven't really watched them in documentaries recently.
Yeah, I stopped watching them for a while. I still watch a 9/11 one. I try and watch one at least once a month still.
I usually don't watch. I can't. No, I did try to watch the one on Hulu of don't know the name of the family, but it's this family where like the mother, she was a YouTuber and she like. I bet she had like 2 of her kids like in prison basically, like in enslavement. Like she had them like working in the sun.
I saw this. Like I
forgot her name, but like I watched some of it, but I didn't finish it.
I wanted, and oh my god, the videos of her behind the scenes where she's like, first of all,
I always knew something was off because even before like anything else coming out, like I would see little clips of her on TikTok, and I was like, I don't like this woman.
The way she would just keep the video recording and then scream at her children about not being smiley enough. She'd be like, "Hey guys," I swear to God,
no,
you'll fucking get it together.
And
I'd be like, "Oh my god,"
yeah.
It's not funny, but it was a little crazy. I mean, I've never gotten so mad while recording where like I had to yell at something, but like,
also like get mad at someone that's like.
Obviously not.
Just not entertaining, you know?
And, like, I've had times where, like, Nathaniel will be bothering me while I'm trying to film, but, like, never would I just, like, get the fuck away from me! Yeah. And, like, scream at her. I just, you know.
Just, like, move her.
I just move her, and, like, I don't know. Obviously, a lot of the I saw one video where it was so sad. The kid was like, I just can't pretend to be happy right now. And she was like, fucking be happy, bitch. I swear. And I was like...
Yeah, and it's where you can, like, really see it in his eyes. I know who you're talking about. I think his name's Chase.
It was so... That whole situation was really, really sad.
It's fucked up.
I could... And, like... I see, ever since then, when I see, like, online families, I'm like... I don't know. I
don't really fuck with online families.
I don't really do either.
Even when I was, like, really into, like, watching YouTube, I don't remember watching online families. But... I mean, I remember watching Super 7 Girls. That's not like a family, but it's like a channel.
God, I heard there's so much
drama. I watched
there's lore behind Super 7 Girls.
She was my favorite one. I think her name's like Kelsey or something like that. But she was my favorite one. She's like the one that like really did a deep dive. She did like a 2-parter on it recently.
Wow, really? I'll have to go and watch it. I know I've heard about the lore behind there and how they were not treated very.
Yeah,
nicely.
I mean the person that ran was like some old guy.
I know that, and that's so.
And apparently, like from what he was like really, he would get like mad at them, and like he would like pick out like I remember her specifically talking about like bathing suits. I think it was like for like a commercial or something. She was like he would specifically pick it out, like he'd want to be like in like the not in the dressing room, but like you know there like to like see it, you know.
And that's not.
It's like weird.
That's really nasty.
Right? It's weird as fuck.
Yeah. Anyways,
back to the Titanic.
Back to the Titanic. We were able to see like spots where the iceberg actually hit, and we were able to figure out that they only hit the iceberg for about 6 seconds.
Really? And that's all it took?
It only took 6 seconds, and...
I mean, it's ice.
Apparently, the way that they turned when they were trying to avoid the iceberg did more damage than if they would have just hit it head on. Oh. And so if they would have hit it head on, they still would have floated and would have been fine. Mm-hmm. But since they turned, it hit extra, and it...
I guess it got rid of more stuff on the side and everything.
It flooded they had, like room at the bottom where like if these rooms filled up they would still float, and like 4 of them could fill up and it would still float, but 6 of them filled up, and apparently the legal limit, like Titanic did extra precautions to make sure it was extra safe. Like the legal limit was like you could have 4 that filled up, and it was, I mean, you could have 2 that would fill up and it would still be like safe, and they were like, we're gonna do 4 that fills up and it'll still flow. Mm-hmm. But no, they had 6 of these little rooms at the bottom of the boat fill up, and it flopped.
That's such a sad situation.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine all those people dying. Like, that'd be terrifying. And like, I know, obviously, it's not like a full like reenactment of what happened, but like, you know, the movie Titanic.
Yeah. It's so sad.
Yeah,
once it gets into
that scene, so of like the boat going down and all that, it's like, it really is like, oh my gosh, when they're like crying, the one where like the old couple's like in bed, you know, crying with each other, like the room's filling up. Oh, like the one with the mother tucking her kids in to sleep. Like, I know, I just laughed, but like,
it's so sad. The clip where,
like, you know, like that was actually happening. Like people were actually like doing probably stuff most likely like that, you know, like I know I'm gonna die. So
so I'm just gonna have to
literally have to accept
and
it.
that's so sad.
I know.
That clip of the movie where all the poor bitches are downstairs and the gate's locked and the water's filling up and they can't get out.
That was the way I think about like that actually happened. Like, well, I don't know if that actually happened. Like, I don't know if they actually did put gates up for them.
I don't know either.
Where they could come up, but like I mean, like it actually happened where like since they were like below deck and like.
That
no one really cared about them.
Haunting.
You know?
When I still remember seeing that, I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
And then they just like, I don't know. And then we also got to see into the ship a little bit more, and the boiler room. It showed that it was still like people were still in there working as the ship was sinking. So the ship still had power as it was sinking because they just went back and they kept working. Wow. That's so sad that they just accepted their fate and kept working. Knowing that the ship was going down. No, yeah. That must have been...
I wonder if they were, like, also, like, I guess in a way, like, made to. But also, I guess, also, in that sort of situation, it's like, if it's, like, life or death, I guess, you don't have to do it. Yeah. Because, you know, you know what's going down.
If something was going down at my job...
Yeah, I'd be like, keep the power going. Me?
Me? No, but I'm getting on that lifeboat. I hate to say it.
Or trying. But, like you said, like, maybe it's, like, they kind of, like, knew.
Yeah, maybe they knew their fate. I don't know. The whole, I'm just imagining it.
I wonder what it was reasoning.
And then, oh my god, this also blew my mind. Is that firsthand people after it happened would be like, "Yeah, there was still power on," and literally people would be like, "That didn't happen. You're remembering it wrong." And like for the longest,
people would tell them they're remembering
for
wrong.
the longest time, they didn't believe them that there was still power on because they were like, "The ship's sinking. There's not going to be power on it." But this new documentary just proved.
I think that's so fucked. Like saying that to people that like went through such a traumatic thing, you're like, you're wrong.
You're literally wrong. That didn't happen.
Even though I wasn't there and I didn't experience it, you're wrong about what actually happened.
Right? Like that's crazy. And so the fact that they told them that like that didn't happen and they weren't there, I'm like,
yeah, what do you mean?
They were there and they saw it happen.
Mm-hmm. Also, the fact is like more than one person saying it too.
Exactly,
so like,
and they're like, that literally didn't happen.
Like I get like why it could be hard to think that. Like, imagine, like, the lights being on and all that, but, I mean, survivors are telling you
it literally was on. Survivor...
I would assume that the survivor would know what happened.
I would like to hope that they would know what happened there instead of you. But we saw a window at the top of the ship that was hit by the iceberg. And it gave us about a measurement of how tall the iceberg was, which I also think is so fun. Apparently the iceberg was about 30 feet tall, which is about 30 meters tall, which is about 90 feet tall. Which,
that's even bigger than I thought.
I know, that is a crazy... That's huge.
How big are skyscrapers? Like, I don't know, like, obviously, the iceberg wasn't as tall as a skyscraper, but, like, I know those are also pretty up there.
I don't know. Oh my god.
I don't know, I'm trying to get more of it just of 90 feet. Because, like, 30 feet, I was already thinking, like, damn, that's, like, probably, like, an apartment complex, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, apartment complexes, they're, like, really vertical.
No, they are really tall. I don't know.
Like, I wonder how tall that shit is.
But, apparently, when the ship was, everyone knows it was split into two. Honestly, I didn't really like their theory about what happened. Because...
What was the theory?
Well, okay, apparently when it broke in half, they lost about 20% of the ship just when it broke. Apparently, it was just a lot. Apparently, a lot happened, and when it split in half, they lost about 20% of where it was, which apparently it was the... I wrote it down. It was the first class cabins, which was where it split. And, oh my god, also... I can't remember if it was the front or the back of the ship. It's one of them. But it fell so hard into the ocean that oh my god, part of it is 20 feet into the ground. Wow. And like, it hit the ocean floor so hard. Imagine how, even in water, it was still falling down so hard that it hit the bottom of the ocean. And actually and it dug into the ocean. So a lot of it we still couldn't see because of it being underground. But apparently... I literally just lost my picture. I literally just lost.
I got something. The reason I was on my phone just now because I was like looking up. I don't know. Like, I'm still trying to like gauge like how like tall 90 feet is. So I looked up how tall like is the Statue of Liberty, like the height of it. It's 305. So obviously nowhere near that. But like that's tall as fuck. But like I'm imagining like if that's 305 feet, maybe it's like half. Like just like shape a little off.
Yeah, it's about
that's tall as fuck still.
And
I mean, obviously, but like, you know, I'm trying to like really like see my mind.
And apparently, when they hit the iceberg, it didn't make a lot of noise. Like, apparently, people didn't even realize that happened at first because it was such. I mean,
that's what it shows in the movie. Again, obviously, I know it's a movie
but,
about something like it has to do with the situation, but like you know, the Titanic. Like I remember, like they didn't really like realize it either. Like the boat like shook a little, but they didn't really like realize what was happening.
And the way like it hit, the like scrape was so far across, and the holes were so small. Apparently, on some of the holes were about the size of a piece of paper, and that's how big it was to take down the Titanic. Wow. I just thought that was so crazy.
No, that is insane.
But that is all.
I guess with all those holes, even if it's like not huge, you know,
there's still holes.
Combined, it's a big ass hole. But
that's all I wrote down about it. I just really wanted to share because I thought that was really interesting and seeing all the new stuff about it. I've always loved it. I love the Titanic, but I've always loved. I think it was. I started liking that. I liked Titanic before 9/11.
I told you that too. With World War II. I think it's also because like that was like one of the first things I had ever heard about like things that happen in the world. You know.
I saw people being Titanic. I don't know. Some the people are like.
And it's just like such a crazy thing to have happened, and then like the situation. I think that's also like what captivates us.
I saw people in the comments being
like you want to know more.
People in the comments were like, "Why are we wasting so many resources and money just to go see a ship that's been down there for over 100 years?" And I'm like,
to like figure out what happened.
Exactly, and I want to know about it. Yeah, and obviously, if I want to know about it, there's gonna be so many other people that want to know about it. So I don't think it was like wasting money to go get all of it and take all the pictures and everything and get the. Because, like, I feel like we learned so much. Yeah. And, like, it was 100 years ago, but, like, it's history. Yeah. That's literally, I think that's a very...
You don't want to forget history, you know?
I think it's, like, an important part of, like, human history. Because it was so sad, so devastating. Yeah. It was literally the unsinkable ship that sunk. Yikes. But it was just a really big tragedy, and I wanted to share a little bit about what I learned. Because I thought it was so fun. Anyway, that's all I got about the Titanic.
Did you enjoy the movie Titanic?
I did.
I loved it.
I'm gonna be honest.
Bruh, the scene where she's taking up the whole fucking log or whatever the fuck. Even that, bro, he could have fit. He could have got on there more. You know what? Jack is also his fault. Because why didn't you be like, let me on there too? No, literally, I'd be like, there's room, scooch over.
There's room, fatty, scoot over.
Like, why didn't you like pull yourself up? Oh no, that part always got me so sad. When he's like letting go. Jack.
When he falls down.
Could have like lived maybe a little longer at least.
At least a little.
Damn, it's so sad.
I know.
I did enjoy the movie Titanic.
I feel like it's just really. It's a really long movie, and
but once it actually starts getting into like the trauma,
if you will, yeah, that's the part that I really. I hate to say it, but sometimes I'll like.
No, skip. No, like I'm not really listening, but like that's the part where I'm like, I'm sad.
That's the part where I'm like, okay,
I'm sad and I'm watching.
I got dinner made. I gotta go. I gotta watch this. I gotta eat while I watch this. That's how good that part is because it's so intense and like
it is.
I don't know,
and that's when I start thinking about like what the actual people really went through.
That's another.
Like, obviously, it's a movie and it's not like fully based on that. Like it is, but it's not like. It's mostly based on a love story.
Thinking about what actually happened is so scary.
Yeah.
Apparently they're still friends though. Leonardo DiCaprio and what's her face?
Really?
Yeah.
I remember hearing apparently they didn't like each other, or she didn't like him in the beginning. I guess. I don't know if they are.
They literally just talked about each other, or she talked about him in an interview. I think it was in 2024, last year. But they still talk. I know that they. Because when I was doing deep dives onto the Titanic, I was getting stuff about the movie too, and they showed like years of them talking and like what?
Nothing.
What?
Okay, so like there's these holy hairs that have been bugging me.
Are they longer? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and then just I was like, you know what? He kind of looks like a dragon. And I was like, don't laugh. No, I even looked away.
No, I know. I saw them when I was getting ready, and I meant I meant to snip them before you.
No, I was literally imagining snipping them. I was like staring the whole time just now.
I meant to snip them, but anyway, that's all I got about the Titanic. That's all I wanted to share.
I have a question. So like, Coachella Weekend 2 has just ended, you know. Mm-hmm. And I saw this one girl being like, like, you know, like, obviously, you know, influencers, you know, the brands will, like, fly them out, like,
right.
their tickets, blah, 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 you know, they're like, we got you. And, like, obviously, since they're, like, if it's a clothing brand, they'll be like, well, you gotta, like, wear clothing, you know, to promote it, you know?
Right.
There was this one girl, she was like, because, you know, I don't know if you were, like, kind of heard the controversy, but, like, some people were like, Coachella this year, like, its fashion was not it.
Yeah,
you know?
no, it was kind of a flop. I'm not
I don't know, I actually like a few people's looks. Like, I didn't really think it was, like, that much of a flop.
I did not.
At least with the people that I actually, like, pay attention to. I didn't think their looks were terrible.
I did not like a lot of the looks that I saw.
There's this one person's look, they had gone just up for, like, Lady Gaga. I remember they had, like, the first TikTok I saw by them, they were like, I can't believe people were, like, hitting on my outfit. Even though
I did
worked
see
so hard
that. I thought his outfit was so
so
cunt.
good. I loved it.
And people hating on it, I thought that was a little
and I was
crazy.
like, what? Is this what people are talking about? Like, that's really good.
There were...
I thought it was creative how he did the sunglasses with, like cigarettes.
Yeah,
I
know.
That's cool
there
as
were some... I did see that one. That one was... I did see some good ones. But most of the part, I mostly saw flops. And so I did see one girl, and she gave such good hippie, like, boho vibes, and I was like, that's how you dress for Coachella.
Yeah.
She did look cunt. Or I saw this girl, she made a skirt out of coins.
Well, really? And
I thought it looked really,
well, but I would
really
imagine that being hot as fuck.
Yeah,
in the sun, girl, you getting burnt.
It did end up breaking.
Oh, really?
And she tied a bandana around her waist. And the bandana also looked
I
really
bet.
cunt. It looked really good.
It goes with the boho flowy vibe.
It looked really good. But the skirt, I don't know, there's something so good about the skirt. It was made of, like, quarters, and I was like, it looked so
That's
good.
Cool as fuck. But I saw this one girl talking about, like... like, basically talking about, like, that, how, like, Coachella fashion this year wasn't, like, it, and she was, like, basically, like, asking, like, the viewers, you know, like, would you go if, well, this is not me asking you, would you go to Coachella with a brand, even though you didn't, like their clothing? Bitch, hell yeah.
Yeah, no, literally.
Hell
yeah. Like,
brands!
Hello, even
I'm here, like, I'm going. I forgot, like, who she was with. I think she was talking about Tara, actually. Tara Yummy? Tara Yummy? Yeah, but I don't know who she was talking about specifically, but I think it was her. Because I remember some people talking about Tara Yummy's, like, outfits. But, like, I liked
her outfits. I thought her outfits were good. I thought she was the only one that kind of, like, really stunted this year. I thought she looked really good.
Yeah, I thought she looked really good. But I remember she was, like, talking about that. And I'm like, I would go.
Honestly.
I'm going.
Even if
a brand was to fly me out,
I mean...
girl, I'm wearing it. And especially, you know, I don't know, maybe I just have too much confidence in, like, myself. But I feel like I could, like, make it look good.
No,
even if I'm not, like, in love with, like, the actual fit.
Even if you don't like the clothes, or, like, you don't like 95% of the clothes from the brand, I'm sure you can find some pieces that you're like, I can make that work. At least a few that you're like, I can make...
For 3 days?
All you need, all you need is, like, one top. Like, you need one top for each day from that brand. I think you would be good. Like, you can figure something out.
Like, yeah, like, a whole fit, you know?
Oh.
Like, the whole fit was like them.
You can still figure it out. I think
I can figure it out. And accessories and shit. And also, it's just, like, the brand's paying for, like, the expenses, the tickets.
And
like,
she's not cheap.
Yeah.
She is not.
I'm going.
No, like, yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, like, I'll wear some clothing by you, even though I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'm wearing it.
And I'll talk about how much. I'll even talk about how much I love the brand. I'll even talk about how much this brand helped me out of the hardest.
I feel like I could make it look good. Honestly, I feel like I have confidence over. I'm like, I can make it look good.
I feel like
I can make it look good, even I'm not the biggest fan.
Why wouldn't you go? Like, why?
Right?
It's like when the whole thing happened with James Charles and Sugar Bear Hair. When they were like, when Tati was like, I literally can't believe he took that and went to Coachella with them. I'm like,
I would. When was that?
I
remember there was John with them, but I don't remember exactly what it was.
Oh, girl.
I don't remember it.
James Charles let Sugar Bear Hair pay for his trip to Coachella, and Tati Westbrook had her own hair.
So much of my remember that.
She had her own hair gummy type of thing.
Oh, and they were like friends or something.
Yeah, and they were friends, and she was like, "I cannot believe that you took that sponsorship."
She's like,
and went to Coachella.
Gotta get paid.
I'm like,
hello? Need to get paid.
If I was in the same situation and you had a
like
gummy,
a brand.
and I would probably let you know first and be like, "Hey, girl, this brand reached out that's very similar to your brand and wants to take me to Coachella, and I'm gonna take it."
But the thing is, like, I don't even feel like you need to tell me. Like, I don't understand.
I
understand.
I would also understand.
If, like, we're influencers, like, this is, like, that's work.
That's literally work. And, like, I mean, I just think I would tell you out of, like...
I guess, like, respect.
Since you have something similar and you're...
Like, unless, like, I felt like they were, like, off the beat, like, copying my shit, and I, like, had to maybe voice it to, then, yeah, I'd be like... really? But like, if it was just like the same thing, I would be like, really?
Exactly.
They have a gummy like me, and you're gonna go with them?
Do you know how many different brands have like hair and nail gummies? Like, are you gonna sit there and say that like? That's
what I'm saying. If it was like a copy paste situation, I'd be like, okay, yeah. But like, with Sugar Bear and her,
no, they had.
I don't even know hers, but.
Clock that.
I doubt it's like the same.
No, they were so. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were. Like marketed differently for sure. And they're like, every like hair gummy is gonna be like it's a hair gummy. Like that. Like, how
it's most like gonna be a little cube.
Like, it's gonna be like a little cube or like a little shape. Like it's gonna be a gummy.
Some sort of color.
But like you can't get mad. Yeah. I mean, she did, and she did.
She did.
You can't get mad. Well, she did, but I don't know. I just thought it was such like flop behavior to be like. I can't believe you took that sponsorship. Are you joking?
Yeah.
I would have taken it. I would have gone.
Oh, yeah. I would have gone too. Are you kidding me? Paying for everything? I'm going.
And
I'm going. Brands, come on. Like, we're going. And we're going to hype your shit up no matter what.
We'll lie.
I'll lie. I'll be like, I love this outfit. But, like, again, I really am complimenting myself. But I feel like I would end up liking my outfit.
Watch. We're a sponsor of Coachella and someone's going to pull this up and be like, so
you guys are lying. Do you actually like it? If that's how we get canceled. You're like, we can never tell when they're not lying to us.
If that's what I get canceled for, Mama, I love to lie. So, like, it's going to happen again.
Right.
Like, I'm not even going to lie to you.
Oh, my God.
I'm not going to lie to you.
That's what I can imagine.
I'm not going to lie to you. I am going to lie to you in the future.
They're like, see, right here, they say they would lie for brands. You can't trust them.
You can't trust them.
But it's like, you would do it too. Like, you're lying.
You would do it too for a check.
Right. You do it too to go to a free festival. Are you kidding me? That's a big ass festival to see your favorite celebrities.
You know what? I thought it was really crazy how this whole thing, all of this was going down, and James was literally like 18, 19. And she's young. like in her 40s. Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
yeah, it's so weird.
This is a lot to be attacking.
I remember she was in a lot of drama. I remember even with Shane Dawson, remember?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean,
that live when he crashed
I remember. You're lying! I supposed to remember that. He's like yelling at the TV. He's like, you're lying.
I wish I could have been in that live.
I wasn't there, but I remember
I wasn't there either, but I remember...
Bro, those are the times. I remember, like, I think, like, it was at the end of the school year, but I had just gone home from school.
I want drama like that again. I want to be in drama like that on the good side. On the side that
you want to be on the good side of the drama.
Yeah, exactly. I love drama. There's something about it that I eat it up every single time. That's one of the reasons why it's so stupid, but that's one of the reasons why I play Roblox so much. Is because, bitch, people are like, "Oh, that game's for 5-year-olds." No, bitch, I'm in there. And there's other people in there that are typing it up, getting into fights. I'm like, I know that I know
everyone's there like to
have a good time and make it a fight. And a lot of times before we play the game, people will be like, "Y'all, please don't be dry. Let's like please fight." And I'll be like, "Yes, let's fight." I love getting into fights on there. My favorite thing, I'll be like, for some reason, people listen to me. Maybe it's just because of the way that I say things confidently on there because. It's a game. I'm not ever gonna like hear from these people or ever see them ever. And so like I don't know them, so I just be like saying whatever I want. And so I'll be like, that bitch is literally a flop. Let's send her home. And they'll be like, let's send her home. She's a flop. And I'm like, I know. Yeah. And they listen to me, but and then the only time I feel bad about it is when it's very obviously like an 8-year-old and they're crashing out, and I'm like. I feel a little bad that I'm making them cry.
And then you're like, get out.
No.
You're like, oh! No. You're like 8, get out.
No, I feel bad when they have voice chat and they're like screaming into the voice chat. Oh. Don't send me home. And I'll be like, yeah, damn. Let's send them home. I feel bad, but like, hey.
I mean, they're already crashing now. Might as well put them out.
People did it to me when I was that age. It happened. And so I know.
Bro, I remember Among Us. I was like a little ass kid at. But I would get. No, dude, I fucking hate it when people would say like I'm the imposter. I'm like, I'm not the imposter, y'all. Like I'm not.
I hate
it. Oh my god, or being like, just vote that person out and you'll see that I'm not lying. If it's not them, vote me out. Like I just remember typing that. If it's not them, then next round vote me out.
So many times, bro. And then I would hate when I would get clocked and it wouldn't be them. Yeah.
There were people I did it, but I was like towards the end, I was like, yeah. But then I ended up winning, obviously.
When the game would just start and I was imposter and someone would call the meeting and be like, it's pink. And I'll be like, how do you even know? How do you even know?
Dude, I remember also having a few times, but I just said we're like, if it's not them, vote me out next, and then immediately, yup, no one moves. So you're out.
It's so awkward when no one moves and then you try and run away to like.
You're like, guys, why are you coming?
That's the only time they're like so.
Bro, a month
pink.
is just a time.
I know.
I love that time.
It makes me nostalgic for 2020 and 2019 again. Yes. I don't think I could ever go back though.
Yeah, that's time though.
Anyway, are you ready to wrap up this episode? Okay, we have to go. We do.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure
good times have to end at some point.
They do.
So.
So make sure. Yeah, catch us next week. Catch us next week, but also catch us on Instagram, Snapchat,
catch us outside.
And.
I'm sorry, you guys ain't catch us.
How about that? Catch us on all of our social medias. They're linked right down there. And don't make me say it again.
Don't make them.
Don't make me.
Stop
like, comment, and subscribe right down there. It's literally the easiest thing ever, and it's free. So just click. It's super easy. We gotta go, so we're gonna go.
Bye.
Goodbye, ladies. Oh.